Inside a government office, a photo of a striking woman was projected on a screen while the mission handler detailed her crimes. Suddenly, someone cut him off mid-explanation. She doesn't look Caucasian. From her features, she's obviously Asian, and honestly, she seems far too fragile to be our target, Kim commented. Captain Kim Suho, the presenter replied sharply, race and gender are irrelevant. This woman is extremely dangerous. He continued, her name is Anna. The underworld calls her Snow White. She's one of the leaders of Japan's Gucci Gumi. They call her Princess Snow White because she supplies a massive share of illegal narcotics. She'll be hosting a drug party at a hotel. To stop drugs from spreading into Korea, we must eliminate her tonight. However, for public safety reasons, operatives may not carry firearms. Just then, a bespectacled official stepped forward. This mission is unusually challenging. That's why we assigned it to you. You're our best agent, Captain Kim Suho, the one we can rely on. There should be around 30 people at the event, he added. 10 civilians and 20 gang combatants. Captain Kim, how many personnel do you require? 3 agents, including myself, Kim answered. The man frowned. 3? Isn't that excessive? There are 3 access points into the hotel, Kim explained. To eliminate everyone cleanly, that's the bare minimum. The scene shifted to Kim arriving on the hotel's floor. The gangsters on duty instantly grew wary when they saw an unfamiliar face and barked at him to leave. Kim ignored them and simply reported his arrival. A moment later, he drew a dagger and advanced. The punks responded by pulling their own weapons, metal scraping harshly as blades collided. Kim shoved one aside with his left hand and slit the throat of another with a single precise stroke. After that, everything unfolded exactly as Kim and his team expected. Their enemies' numbers didn't matter. None could stand against the black-suited agents of the Security Bureau, hardened elites forged in brutality. Soon they reached the target's door. Kim issued orders. 1 exit. Seal it. Eliminate everyone inside. As Kim opened the door, Anna seemed to sense their presence. But when the door swung open, what they saw shocked them. The room was already full of corpses. Suddenly, the lights blazed on, forcing them to squint. Then Anna's voice drifted out. The door's locked and the entrance is sealed. So what now? Planning to kill me here? For the first time in his life, Kim Suho felt fear. The agents who always believed they were unmatched found themselves unable to move. Then Anna struck. She flung a severed head she had been holding. An agent instinctively caught it, only for something sharp to punch through the forehead and stab into his neck. He collapsed, dead. Another operative charged with a blade, but before Kim could intervene, a sharp crack rang out. A hole burst through the man's skull, spraying Kim's face with blood. Anna laughed softly. No matter how many ants gather, there's still ants. What can you do now? Kim's anger surged, veins rising under his skin, but he forced himself to think clearly. Anna's abilities were far beyond his expectations, but retreating in disgrace was not an option. As he strategized, Anna suddenly spat a tooth. It shot toward him like a bullet. He barely dodged, though it still sliced his cheek. Your reflexes aren't bad, she remarked. She lunged again, but Kim dodged with agile footwork and closed in, only for Anna to pin him effortlessly with one hand. Her muscles tensed, then she hurled him across the room. Kim was stunned. No human should possess such strength. As he struggled upright, Anna approached him with a dagger. She drove it into his legs. The pain of shattered bones tore a scream from him. I adore that look, she said. Your expression is delightful. Now, let's move on to something more entertaining. Through clenched teeth, Kim growled, Is this fun to you? You kill people just to amuse yourself? Then he suddenly lunged forward and bit into her neck, tearing off a chunk of flesh. He grabbed a broken piece of glass and stabbed repeatedly at the wound. For a moment, Anna went still, collapsing onto him. Kim coughed blood, and Anna abruptly sat back up. You truly surprised me, she said. You're the first human to bite my neck. But the wound slowly sealed itself, defying all logic. Kim stared in horror. What are you? Trying to understand me is pointless, she replied. She attacked him again. His screams filled the room until his voice faded and Kim Suho died. Anna looked annoyed. Her underlings rushed in anxiously, and with a single glance, the one in front dropped dead. Clean up everything. We're returning to Japan, she ordered. The scene changed. Men dumped lime into a metal drum filled with bodies, including Kim Suho's. But then something strange happened. Kim's corpse suddenly rose to its feet. The underlings were dumbfounded. Relax, he's dead, one insisted. Watch. He pressed a lit cigarette to Kim's skin. At first, nothing, then the burn healed instantly. Kim's eyes turned pale white and he let out a faint groan. Moments later, his blood-red eyes flew open and locked onto the man before him. Just moments earlier, Kim, who had been dead, was dreaming. He relived the mission, but something felt wrong. A whisper followed him constantly, and his teammates didn't respond no matter what he said. Suddenly, a pair of cold, jade-like hands clamped over his mouth from behind. Anna appeared, countless arms sprouting from her body and restraining him. She leaned in and whispered, "Welcome. You belong to us now. Welcome to hell." "Just as I thought, you're quite interesting." Kim jolted awake. He found himself adrift on the open sea. A splitting headache tore through his skull. When he looked around, he froze. The deck of the ship around him was littered with brutally mutilated corpses. As he stared in shock, a voice called out, "Captain Kim Suho, we're from headquarters. Please return with us." Soon they reached land. Kim asked what had happened on the ship. "We're still investigating. We heard you completed the mission. You must be tired," one of them said. Kim brushed them off and gazed out the window. "The ride is long. Try to get some rest," the man added. Then white vapor poured from the vents. Kim struggled to breathe before passing out. One of the men dialed a number. "Director, we found the sample." "Well done. Bring him in. Begin the operation immediately." Shaking with excitement, the man hung up. "At last. I found him." The scene shifted again. The vehicle arrived at the lab's entrance. Researchers gathered, and the handler hurried forward, urging everyone to move. Many experiments awaited. But when the trunk opened, he froze in horror. Kim wasn't inside. Instead, 2 dead agents lay there. A gunshot cracked. The handler's head snapped back. Gunfire erupted from inside the vehicle, dropping guards and researchers instantly. His entire operation collapsed before he could react. Then Kim Suho stepped out of the car. The man's expression twisted into pure, helpless terror, like he was staring at the Grim Reaper himself. With this new monster advancing on the soldiers, do they stand even the slightest chance of survival? Like, comment, and subscribe to see the continuation of this story.